Welcome to Lassen Volcanic National Park. Beautifully diverse and incredibly underrated. Here you can hike up cinder cones, smell the sulfur at steaming fumaroles and bubbling mud pots, relax in calm mountain meadows, see pristine lakes, and of course be in the presence of active volcanoes. Hey guys, it's Stoof here from Travel SzN. Welcome back to our channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about 10 great things you can do in Lassen Volcanic National Park. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing for more nature and travel related content. Lassen Volcanic National Park is located at the southern end of the Cascade Mountain Range, located in the northern end of California. Here is a map of Lassen Volcanic National Park. As you can see, there are 5 main regions of this park: Butte Lake, Manzanita and Summit Lakes, the Southwest region, Warner Valley, and Juniper Lake. In this video, as I'm describing things to do in this park, I will be referencing this map, so keep an eye out for that. Before talking about things to do in this park, I would like to mention that you should visit the Lassen Volcanic National Park Service website before visiting the park in person. The website has helpful information about things to do in the park, and it has current conditions in the park. This park is at a higher elevation and they get a lot of snow, and roads can be closed due to snow coverage well into the summer months, so check on the road status and closures on the National Park Service website. I have that linked in the description under this video. Lassen Volcanic first became a national park in the year 1916 after a large explosion of Lassen Peak, which is an active plug dome volcano, in the year 1915. Here's a fun fact for all of you geology enthusiasts out there. Lassen Volcanic is home to both shield volcanoes and composite volcanoes, which differ in the shape of the mountain based on the mineralogy of the magma and lava. Lassen Volcanic also has some pretty massive cinder cones, and it is home to Lassen Peak, which is that famous plug dome type of volcano that last erupted between 1914 and 1921. And that brings us to our first item on our list of things to do, which is to walk around Manzanita Lake, which offers beautiful views of Lassen Peak and the reflections of that peak on the calm waters of Manzanita Lake. Located in the northwest section of the park in the Manzanita and Summit Lakes region is the Manzanita Lake Loop Trail. It's an easy, relatively flat 2-mile loop walk around Manzanita Lake. I recommend doing this hike early in the morning. You have a chance to see more wildlife at that time, and the trail wasn't very crowded when we went early in the morning. We saw several different types of waterfowl, and the reflection of Lassen Peak was so beautiful to see. While you're in this area, I also recommend taking a quick stop at the Loomis Museum, where you can learn more about the geologic background of this park. You can continue to learn about the eruption from Lassen Peak while visiting the Devastated Area Trail. Located in the Manzanita and Summit Lake section of the park, the Devastated Area Trail is a short half-mile loop trail through the devastated area, which was greatly impacted by the 1915 eruption of Lassen Peak. This interpretive trail features a bunch of different plaques as you walk around the loop, and there are little blue buttons under each plaque that when you press the button, the speaker box near you will talk about what you're looking at.
And tall pine trees. One large rock, about waist high, rests immediately in front of the panel. Another, a foot tall, sits just to the right of the panel.
So if you are new to geology, this is great. It explains all the different types of rock you're looking at. It explains how some lava rocks are 27,000 years old and other lava rocks are just 110 years old. You get some pretty cool views of Lassen Peak. You can see where that eruption exploded, and you can still see some clear evidence of the most recent eruption in 1915. The base of this trail is made of crushed granite, so technically it is wheelchair accessible.
Is nestled just at the right a towering evergreen pine tree and a dark brown boulder, somewhat taller than a man. Feel free to reach out to the left and past the panel to note the texture of the rock surface.
Located in the southwest region of the park are the Sulphur Works, which holds the park's most easily accessible hydrothermal area, featuring mud pots and steam vents. There's a parking area just a bit north of the visitor center on the left side of the road. From this parking area, there is a sidewalk to access these hydrothermal features. Water enters this hydrothermal system via runoff from rain and snowmelt. Once this water is underground, it is heated up by the body of hot and molten rock beneath Lassen Peak. This boiling water rises up to form the boiling pools and mud pots, and steam rises up through vents and fractures in the rock to form fumaroles. It's pretty cool to see these hydrothermal features in person and think about the fact that this is an active volcanic area. Located just about 1 mile south of the Sulphur Works and just a mile north of the southwest entrance station is the Yamani Visitor Center. Here you can learn more about the natural history and human history of Lassen Volcanic National Park. You also can shop in the gift shop, and there's a little cafe grill area if you would like to get something to eat. This visitor center is open year-round, and if you need to use the restroom, those are available here as well. The southwest section of the park also features several ranger-led group programs, and you can check the schedule for these ranger-led programs in the visitor center. Number 4 on our list of things to do in Lassen Volcanic National Park is to hike the Cinder Cone Trail. This was my personal favorite thing to do in this national park. This trail is located in the northeast section of the national park, right near Butte Lake. I would like to mention that the road to Butte Lake becomes a dirt road once you get off that main highway. So you need to go pretty slow or you're going to be kicking up a lot of dust. There also are quite a few divots in the road, so just be cautious getting to Butte Lake. Once you're in this area, that's where the trailhead is for the Cinder Cone Trail. The Cinder Cone Trail is rated as moderate to strenuous. It's 4.7 miles, features part of a loop, and it has over 1,000 feet elevation gain. The trailhead starts out right at Butte Lake. You pass the lake and enter a pine forest where you can look at different geologic features and evidence of past volcanic activity. You continue on through the forest and you'll get your first opening and a big view of the Cinder Cone. That's what you'll be walking up. You see the tiny people going up that steep slope, and that's going to be you pretty soon. So you continue hiking. As you're going up the Cinder Cone Trail, it is quite a workout. It's a steep slope, and every step you take, you sink back down slightly because Cinder Cone is built up of tiny lava rock pieces that are not quite stable. So you're kicking up those rocks as you're going up the Cinder Cone. Once you get to the top of the Cinder Cone, there are beautiful 360-degree views of the fantastic lava beds, painted dunes, and surrounding mountain peaks. You can also look down into the center of that cinder cone. You could walk down into the center area if you want to give yourself an extra workout. But once you're ready to go down the cinder cone, you do not go back up the way you came. There is a separate route that goes down the back side of the cinder cone, and then you hike around the cinder cone and then kind of meet back up with that original path once you get back towards Butte Lake. Number 5 on our list is the most popular hike in the park, the Bumpass Hell Trail. This hike is located in the southwest region of Lassen Volcanic National Park. This 3-mile out-and-back trail, rated moderately challenging, with over 430 feet elevation gain, takes you to the largest hydrothermal region of the national park. Because of its popularity, the large parking lot is often full by mid-morning. So if you plan on doing this hike, I recommend getting there as early as possible so you can get a parking spot and do the hike. The trail starts off on a broad, crushed stone path going uphill. As you continue going uphill, you start to get some beautiful views of the surrounding mountains. Eventually, you'll start making your way downhill to the hydrothermal area. Where the trail will take you right up to some of these hydrothermal features via a boardwalk. Just make sure you stay on that boardwalk, stay on the trail. You do not want to go into those hydrothermal waters as they are acidic and it is not safe to go in. The Bumpass Hell Trail gets its name from the mountaineer and explorer Kendall Van Hook Bumpass, who first saw this hydrothermal area. He had a dream of turning this into a tourist attraction and was guiding people through the area when he accidentally stepped through some thin crust into a boiling mud pot, severely burning himself, which gave people the idea that the descent to hell was easy. Therefore, we have the Bumpass Hell Trail. This trail is only accessible in the summer and early autumn months before the snow comes back, so check on the current conditions linked below to see if access to this trail is available when you're planning your visit. After finishing up your hike at the Bumpass Hell Trail, consider stopping for a picnic at Lake Helen. Lake Helen is a gorgeous turquoise blue lake in the southwest region of the park. There are a couple picnic tables there for you with a view overlooking the lake, and if those picnic tables are already full, then you could find one of the very nice rocks to sit on and have a snack while taking in those beautiful views of the water. Lake Helen is actually a pretty deep lake for being so small. It's over 100 feet deep in the deepest section, and you are allowed to swim in this lake. Keep in mind the water is going to be frigid year-round, but it does look like a beautiful spot to quickly jump in and jump back out on a hot day. 2 vault toilets are available at this picnic area, but there is no running water. Number 7 on our list of things to do is also located in the southwest region of the park. This is the Kings Creek Falls Trail. A moderate trail with about 5 miles out and back and about 500 feet elevation gain. This trailhead begins near the main park highway from a parking lot where you gradually descend. You go through a bit of a meadow, then continue through a pine forest. You'll likely see evidence of the 2021 wildfire that swept through the area as you're on this hike. This video footage is from summer of 2022, so hopefully things are becoming a bit more green. You continue along the trail until you make it to the bottom part of that loop, which is the Kings Creek Falls overlook. From there, you continue back up the hill, finishing up this bit of a loop where you're hiking up some steps and hiking alongside beautiful cascading water down the mountain slope. The cascades are lined with colorful little wildflowers in the summer, so keep an eye out for those. There are a decent amount of steps to come back up the hill and make it back to that trailhead. Lassen Volcanic National Park not only is known for its hydrothermal activity and volcanoes, but for its beautiful lakes. Some of these lakes are perfect for swimming in the summer months, and some are great for non-motorized boating activities, including kayaking and stand-up paddleboarding. We already looked at the first lake I want to talk about, that's Manzanita Lake, where you can rent kayaks. I have more information about that in the description under this video. The next lake I want to highlight is Juniper Lake, located in the southeast section of the national park. Juniper Lake also has a gravel dirt road. So again, you need to use caution to get to Juniper Lake, but once you get there, that is a great day use area, popular for swimming and getting out on the water with non-motorized vessels. For more information about which vessels are allowed on different lakes in the park, check the link in the description under this video about the lakes in Lassen Volcanic. Number 9 on this list is to hike to Paradise Meadows, that is. This is located in the Manzanita and Summit Lakes region of the national park. It's an out and back type trail, just under 3 miles with 600 feet elevation gain, which rates this trail in the moderate range. Trailhead starts out from a parking area near Hat Lake and continues through a forest, generally increasing in elevation until you make it to Paradise Meadows. And man, I am a sucker for a mountain meadow. These are some gorgeous, vibrant green mountain meadows, complete with a gentle stream flowing through the area. To complete this hike, you would just head back the same way you came. The last item on our list is to take a scenic drive on the 30-mile Lassen Volcanic National Park Highway. Highway 89 will take you from the Manzanita Lake area in the northwest section of the park, winding around Lassen Peak and making its way south and exiting the national park through the southwest region. This scenic drive has numerous pull-offs with vistas and overlooks to check out. Before entering the national park, while you still have a cell signal, you can download the Lassen Volcanic National Park Audio Tour app, which features a self-guided audio tour with 16 different audio files that correspond with numbered posts along the highway. As a bonus, I want to talk about the Warner Valley area of the national park. Located in the central south area of Lassen Volcanic, Warner Valley has several hydrothermal areas, including Devil's Kitchen and Boiling Springs Lake. Boiling Springs Lake is a 2.4-mile out and back type of hike. This lake has boiling water, which is pretty cool to see. We chose not to visit this area because it was heavily impacted by wildfires in 2021, and we visited this park in 2022, and most of this area of the park had burned and was inaccessible. The Pacific Crest Trail runs through Lassen Volcanic. It goes right through Warner Valley and up through the central section of the national park. One of the hot springs that you are allowed to swim in is at the Drakesbad Guest Ranch. They have a pool that is fed by the hot spring water. You can book overnight accommodations here using a link in the description under this video. Okay, for one last bonus item, I want to mention you can hike to the summit of Lassen Peak. It's only a 5-mile out and back hike, but it has 1,700 feet elevation gain, which ranks this as a pretty strenuous hike. We didn't have enough time to do this during our few days in the national park, but it's something that I really want to do, so now I have yet another reason to come back to this national park. Alright guys, that wraps up my list of 10 things to do, plus a couple bonus items, in Lassen Volcanic National Park in California. In addition to all of these daytime activities, there are a couple different stargazing activities that you can learn more about by asking a ranger at a visitor center. There also are several campgrounds in this national park. As you can see after watching this video, Lassen Volcanic is such a diverse park. It's so underrated because there are so many amazing things to do here. And for some reason, it doesn't have the same hype that the other national parks in California get, but I love this park just as much as I love the other parks in California. And if you happen to enjoy nature and geology, you are going to love this national park. Again, my name is Stoof from Travel SzN. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked what you saw here, then please hit that subscribe button and give us a like on this video. We really appreciate you. Have a wonderful day and happy travels!